So guys, to me, like I told you guys, this song seems like it is something that Sagopa Kajmer likes to do. It's songs where he's talking about struggle. Like I feel like that's one of his favorite topics, maybe from whatever I've listened to of Sagopa's music. A lot of the songs talk about some sort of a struggle, some sort of a feeling of not being in control. And also a lot of his songs are very introspective, where he's looking at himself, he's analyzing himself, like whoever, whether it's him or the persona of the song, the central character in the song, they seem to be looking inward and assessing their lives from that perspective. So for example, now the Arava, the part where he's talking about driving life's car, and then he shows this scene where you see the masked man driving the car, like this scene right here, where he's driving the car and then he kind of splits from himself, and then you see three different versions of him looking at himself. So this sort of, I feel, that split that you make, like you're looking at yourself and you're seeing your life go in a certain direction, and you are maybe not completely happy about it. This scene, guys, reminded me of a very similar scene in 366 Gun, where if you remember, the guy in the main character in the music video, he is driving on the road and then he sees himself on the road, this sort of thing continues throughout the song, if you remember, and finally it ends in him watching himself fall off a building. Right, so that's sort of a mental suicide, I guess. So that very similar theme was also present in this video, I felt, with the guy driving the car. Maybe it's one of Sagopa's kind of favorite symbols, where he uses, where he's talking about looking at the self from the outside, and some sort of a psychological struggle, and that is presented in this video as well. Another interesting thing, just like the 366 Gun video, after that the man first is driving and then he sees himself. It's almost like this man is losing control. He's losing control of his life, like he's on, literally the road is life, right? Hayat, Gibi. And you feel like you are not in control anymore, because now you're seeing like visions of yourself, and you don't feel all there, you know what I mean, like you are having some sort of inner turmoil. And then it ends with the 366 guy seeing himself fall off the building. And in this video also you have the masked man, there's like blood, or a representation of blood coming out of his body. So I think again that it's ending in death. But then you see another portion in the video. You see the man holding dry leaves in his hand, like dead leaves. And this, okay guys, don't laugh at me, but these are the things I see in it, okay? So for me, like, leaves are dry leaves or dead leaves fallen from a tree is symbolic of death as well as rebirth. Like, it's also a sign of new life which will follow. Once the leaves fall off the trees, you have spring, and then new leaves sprout. So it is death, but it's also a new beginning. So is Sagopa Kajmer talking about him entering a new phase, possibly in his life as well as his career? Is he talking about letting go of some of the old things, like the dead leaves, like the old beliefs, his old some of his old concerns, and now he is talking about maybe entering a new phase? Could be, right? I thought the part about the woman was very interesting. She didn't have a big role to play in this video, but her presence was very powerful. Like, you know that whoever that woman figure is has a big influence on the masked man's life. And it seems that this woman is now kind of out of reach because she's sort of behind, he's pushed her back in, you know, to the back of his mind. She's still there, but she's at the back now, and she can't really, she doesn't have a full power over him anymore, if you know what I mean. She's behind that fence, and so she can't really get to him. So that was interesting. And also, if you notice in the end where he takes off his mask, she takes off the mask as well. First she takes off the mask, I guess. Then he steps on the mask, which is sort of, for me, it looks like putting an end. Like, it's like once you've stepped on someone, it's like you've gone past them. You've gone over, you're over them. Okay, I'm not going to compare it. I'm not going to be bringing it, talking about, you know, who I'm talking about. You know, he did, we all know he went through, you know, a divorce and all of that. It could possibly be that, but we don't know. But I feel like whoever it is, maybe, you know, whoever this character was in the song, probably Sagopa, it just shows that, you know, he is verbalizing in his rap, in his music. He kind of is talking about certain struggles, certain difficult decisions we make in life, which it's common to a lot of people. A lot of people might be able to relate to those kind of situations. So for whatever it's worth, I do feel that him kind of stamping that mask of that woman is symbolic of a person getting over love, you know, lost love in their life, you know, getting over their heartbreak. So in that sense, it's positive, it's uplifting. And let's go to the last bit, you know, where his mask is taken off, and then you see like the question mark disappearing. Again, I feel a kind of a positive message of like finding out who you are. Life, like, it's a journey. Life is a journey. You're constantly evolving. Hopefully you are, because if you don't evolve, then there is no point in life. You know, there is, when you stop evolving, that is the death of personality. You know what I mean? So you keep evolving, and if you look at Sagopa's life, he's gone through many phases as well. You know, with his sort of the religious phase, and now it's probably, you know, people are talking about him being atheist, this and that, whatever, you know, it's his personal beliefs. I personally feel like celebrities, they deserve space as well. Like, they have their own lives, and when they are so publicly living out their lives, like Sagopa of all people, he's actually very, I know that he doesn't come into many interviews, he's quite a recluse in that way, but still he's a public personality, he's a celebrity, so he would have lived, you know, a lot of his life would have come under constant scrutiny from outsiders, whether it was his religious beliefs, his political leanings, his marriage and divorce, all of that. I'm sure a lot of people talked about it. I'm sure at some point all of those things, it must be so frustrating. Like, I'm just like thinking, you know, in a way, thank God we're not celebrities. Like, when you're an ordinary person, like, your personal life is your personal life. Like, nobody cares. And you can live out your pain, your happiness, your joys, everything without like the whole world watching, you know what I mean? So in that sense, I think celebrities, they deserve a break, and like whatever his religious or political beliefs are, I don't think that should really get into the way of us enjoying his music, because at the end of the day, his music, his art, it is a form of art, and art is meant to be enjoyed by the viewers, right? That is the purpose of art. Art is not just, there is beauty in art, and in order for that beauty to have value, there has to be someone looking at it, you know, whether it's a painting or listening to it, whether it's a song. So that for me, just, explains, you know, the need to not really care about what's going on in this guy's head, because come on, he's just a normal human being. Let him go through his journey, whatever it is. I'm just here to appreciate the music, and what great music. This song, not his most complex rap, like he's not, you know, he's not in full force, like, you know, Sertlikkan'ın Oh Var Hayatın, that song, he was like he was like a rap master in that song. And there are so many of his previous albums where he's shown his prowess as a rapper. Here it's a little more chill. It's more the lyrics and the mood of the song. The music takes a bit of a foreground, but altogether enjoyable. I really liked it. As I said, the first time you listen to it, you may not like it, but the more you listen to it, the more kind of deeper enjoyment you get out of it. So thank you for watching this video with me. I know I kept talking a lot, analyzing. I can actually analyze this video even more, you guys, because there's so much in it, but I don't want to bore you. So I will get going. Thank you, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye.